Does Sonny like Cher's new movie?
Is Jerry the toast of Paris?
Who talks to the anchorman while the anchorman talks to us?
Does Cheryl Ladd horse around on location?
Entertainment Tonight has a big broadcast for Tuesday, December 8th, 1987.
I love it. I just love it.
Hi, everybody. I'm John Tesh.
And I'm Mary Hart. Cher's hot movie career is still waxing brightly as the Hollywood star is turned out for her new movie, Moonstruck. The Beverly Hills night was lit up by stars as Cher and Nicolas Cage were joined by other celebrities for the West Coast premiere of Moonstruck, a comedy about an Italian family. In the movie, Cher plays a widow who falls in love with her fiancé's brother, played by Nicolas Cage.
My mother will die.
What the hell are you talking about? We're engaged.
Loretta, what are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about a promise, okay? He proposed.
After the screening, the stars invited a few friends to a Beverly Hills restaurant for dinner and a little celebration.
Everybody seems happy, so that's a good sign, I guess. At least they're here.
Sonny Bono was among those offering Cher congratulations.
She did a very good job. It was very, very Italian. I thought it was terrific.
I feel really good about it. I'm the wrong person to ask. I just like the movie a lot, so it's hard for me to be objective. It's nice, though, to see a whole audience like it. It's a sweet movie.
Moonstruck is Cher's third movie this year. The actress has also appeared in The Witches of Eastwick and Suspect. And after 16 straight months of filmmaking, Cher now says she'll take a well-deserved break to concentrate on her music.
The cast of Dynasty took a break from its primetime duties to join up with the family of the late John Wayne at a fundraiser in Beverly Hills to fight cancer.
Linda. Oh, hi, Linda here. Linda, one more time.
The paparazzi were in ecstasy as the glamorous Dynasty cast threw their support behind a charity very close to one of the show's producers. The John Wayne Cancer Clinic at UCLA helped save the life of Elaine Rich's husband. Cancer is a disease that has touched the lives of many of the show's stars.
My father, 7 years ago, was told he had a 30% chance of living, and today he's alive and well. And so I've got a couple special reasons why I'm here tonight.
I wish that these people had been around 20 years ago because my mother died of cancer, and they're making a lot of inroads, and I think it's wonderful that they are.
This is, I think, a kind of a tribute to all the people who've been helping them out, and I'm delighted to be helping them out.
They worked with my dad when he was here, and he vowed that if he lived, that he would help him. Well, unfortunately, he didn't make it, you know, but as a family, we decided, well, we'll just go on with his wishes and support it.
This clinic is rather incredible. It's helping to research a cure for cancer. My dad died of cancer, my grandfather died of cancer, my mom had cancer, so it's a situation that's very close to my heart.
The benefactors of the John Wayne Clinic have raised over $2 million since Wayne's death from cancer back in 1979. Money raised this year will go to research innovative techniques in early detection of that disease.
There was an American in Paris this weekend as Jerry Lewis took an American tradition to France. The tradition? Well, the Jerry Lewis Telethon to fight muscular dystrophy. And the outpouring of support proves Jerry's kids touch the heart the world over. It sure looked like its American counterpart. Big-name celebrity guest stars, phone banks fully staffed by volunteers, and Jerry Lewis mugging for the cameras. This could have been Vegas, but it wasn't. This was Paris.
For once in my life, I won't let sorrow hurt me.
The difficulties facing Jerry's kids are found not only in the U.S., so the veteran entertainer, regarded as a major star in France, put his popularity to use by hosting in English with a simulcast in French the country's first telethon for muscular dystrophy.
You're talking about a country of some 50 million people, possibly 28 million viewers, that are responding in a manner that's unequaled.
The 28-hour broadcast was met with an overwhelming response. Also seen in parts of Belgium, Germany, Switzerland, and Italy, over 200 million francs, or $38 million, was raised. And Lewis hopes that just like back home, this will become an annual tradition. The telethon was the first ever telecast live on the European continent. Lewis is still in Paris, but will leave soon to begin preparations for the sequel to his 1963 hit movie, The Nutty Professor.
The late singer Harry Chapin had a personal motto: when in doubt, do something. And without a doubt, Chapin was a man of his words. He personally lobbied Congress and President Carter to establish the Commission on World Hunger and donated half his concert performances to hunger projects. On the night he died in an auto wreck 6 years ago, Chapin was scheduled to perform another benefit show. Last night in New York, Chapin's family, friends, and peers gathered to celebrate the difference one man's life can make. Here's Tony Harris.
Carnegie Hall was filled with the music of the late singer-songwriter Harry Chapin, and the list of performers read like a who's who of rock and folk music, from Paul Simon to Bruce Springsteen.
When the music was the best, or what we dreamed of for our children's time.
They had come to celebrate the work Chapin did to help establish the Presidential Commission on World Hunger and the posthumous awarding to him of the Congressional Gold Medal.
Harry Chapin probably raised millions of dollars almost single-handedly for the hungry people of this world, and that will be his legacy. The music and the work that he did will be entwined forever.
He was the guy that got me involved. Actually, in 1981 or 82, we started working on a small project together, and Harry was one of the most persistent people I've ever met in my life.
Chapin, who died in a car accident in 1981, was honored on his 45th birthday. His widow, Sandy, accepted the medal. Harry Chapin earned 3 gold records during his recording career. In winning the Congressional Gold Medal, he joins a very elite group by becoming the 303rd person to ever earn this nation's highest civilian honor. Tony Harris, Entertainment Tonight.
Coming up next.
Head-to-head, Barbara Walters, insecure, and she'll tell you about her shortcomings and her need to be married.
You ask kids why their beds aren't made, and they say, I forgot. You ask them why they're walking with muddy sneakers through the living room, and they say, oh, I forgot. But these same kids will ask you, Dad, how come you didn't fix any Jell-O pudding tonight? You said you would 2 years ago, August 12th at 7:31 p.m. You had red sweater on and some loafers, brown. And you say, I forgot. And they say, Dad, you're grounded. Jell-O pudding, you can't be a kid without it.
With so many confusing claims about the strength of pain relievers, maybe you're confused too. Well, nothing you can take without a prescription is more effective for headaches than extra-strength Tylenol. Nothing. And the largest clinical headache study ever against ibuprofen confirms it. And something else you should know. Tylenol doesn't irritate your stomach the way aspirin and even ibuprofen can. If nothing is more effective for headaches, and Tylenol is gentler to your stomach, shouldn't your choice be Tylenol?
My dad has 2, my brother has 1, I now have 3, Mom has 2. I had it 2 years, and it's going to be 3 years in December.
Almost 5 years.
For 10 years. No problems whatsoever. No problem.
Absolutely none.
It's more reliable than my husband. My husband's not around anymore, but my Seiko is.
Seiko.
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 Seiko. It's just your style.
Available at Marquis Jewelers in Chestnut Hill. Makita, the cordless power tool system more professionals use to work around the house, or even build one. Makita tools are available at participating lumber, hardware, and home centers. December 4th through the 19th, Theater S presents the American premiere of the avant-garde play Over Nothing at All.
Broadcast News is a romantic comedy set in a network's Washington News Bureau. It stars William Hurt, Albert Brooks, and Holly Hunter. And though you won't find his name in the ads, Jack Nicholson plays the network anchor. Hurt plays sportscaster turned newsman Tom Grunick. Now, Grunick is getting by on his looks and charm, but knows nothing about the news. Hunter is the producer who has to coach him through his first live news special, word by word. Broadcast News opens December 16th in selected theaters and then nationwide on Christmas Day.
There is no substitute for the real thing, so the producers of a new CBS miniseries chose Kentucky as the location for this story of passion, money, and horses. And when they needed a sexy, glamorous leading lady, they picked the real thing, Cheryl Ladd. The beautiful rolling hills of Kentucky are home to the high-powered world of thoroughbred racehorse breeding. It's in this dramatic setting where Cheryl Ladd is shooting the miniseries Bluegrass, and she believes that the location is one of the most important elements of the story.
I think anytime you can be on location filming, you sort of live it much more so than being in LA and going home at night and sort of dealing with your daily life.
In Bluegrass, Ladd plays Maud Breen, a woman whose husband dies suddenly. She decides to rebuild her life by returning to Kentucky where she was raised and begin a new career as a thoroughbred breeder.
I like her because she's not afraid to be a woman, but she's not afraid to stand up to any man. And she's on her own. She realizes that the only thing she really knows about, the only thing she really loves and understands is horses.
I've been working so hard on this farm. I'm so afraid of having something good in your life.
Maybe I'm just afraid of having something good and then losing it.
Oh, don't do this to me, Dancy. Don't make me feel like I'm pushing you to drink. That's what my daddy did.
She's a woman trying to make it in a man's world and in a world in which she's really playing with the high rollers, the big shots, and she has to have all her faculties with her. I don't think she ever forgets that she's a woman, but I don't think that influences a lot of her decision-making.
The professional relationship between Maud and her farm manager, played by Brian Kerwin, takes a turn. And Ladd is not afraid to admit that she finds some scenes very trying.
I tend to find love scenes very difficult, and luckily I've worked with some actors that are very, very professional, wonderful, and helpful, and not afraid to be as uncomfortable about it as I am, and so that always helps. But I find those to be very difficult because you have to be intimate with someone you're not intimate with, and so that's always a challenge. I'm very, very enthusiastic about acting, maybe more so than ever, and the work is really important to me. Being a celebrity and all of that is nice, and I wouldn't change it for anything, but I feel better about what I'm doing now than I ever have.
Ladd brought some practical experience to the miniseries. She owns 6 quarter horses.
Tomorrow, Danny DeVito takes you to his hometown, Asbury Park, New Jersey, for the world premiere of Throw Mama from the Train.
Heather Locklear married a rock star. Now she'll play one in her new made-for-TV movie. But can she sing? You'll find out the surprising answer on Thursday.
Seasons come and seasons go. Yet Seasons still remains the only 4.5-star restaurant in Boston.
It's easy to move when you're on the street. You put it all in your hands. You don't miss a beat.
Wednesday in the Herald. Find out why a blockbuster trade has the Red Sox thinking pennant. Read why Martin Luther King's widow is fuming mad at Boston University. Plus, find out what surprises are ahead in the Reagan-Gorbachev summit. Wednesday in the Herald.
How do you make a kabuki smile? Lipton introduces Oriental Treasure's herbal teas. Oriental Treasures herbal teas, fruits, herbs, spices from Lipton.
Oh, lady, what a tough day. I need my soothing ones.
When you're looking for slippers with something extra, follow the expert. She knows the difference. Some slippers are just warm. But Isotoner booties also massage tired feet.
Good girl, lady.
This Christmas, give Isotoner warm line slippers.
Available at Lord & Taylor.
And Eileen, what do you want for Christmas?
Oh, don't worry, Daddy. I already told Santa.
How little it costs to make someone happy.
Dave Wright, Diana Williams, the New England News live at 5. Weeknights on Channel 7. We're all on the same team.
Barbara Walters is an expert at getting celebrities to reveal the secret details of their lives. Today, David Frost turns the tables on this star interviewer and gets her to open up about the recent changes in her own life.
Good evening, and welcome to our holiday special.
Barbara Walters is known to millions as the consummate professional. But the change in Barbara's personal life these days, of course, is that there is one. Recently married to Lorimar executive Merv Adelson, she now revels in a different role, as a wife.
There's someone in my life who cares very much what happens to me all the time, who is my good friend. That's very nice to have. I have been used for years to caring for my sister and my mother and my daughter, and now there is someone who is there for me, and that's a very, very nice feeling. I don't know if that's how it's changed me, but perhaps that's the biggest change in my life.
And how do you manage the bike? I mean, you're commuting as much as I do now, mainly between LA and New York. Does that put a stress on the relationship?
When we're separated, it gives us both time we both work very hard. It gives us time to work without feeling guilty that we're not being with the other one. We try not to be separated for more than 10 days at a time. After that, it gets difficult. We had said to each other at the beginning, we just have to be smarter than everybody else. And I think we say that to each other sometimes when it does seem as if it's very difficult.
How do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Well, 10 years ago, I didn't think I would be working now. I was sure I wouldn't be working. So I guess if you asked me about 10 years from now, I would say that I would have lots more free time, and I wouldn't be keeping this crazy schedule, and I wouldn't be working anymore.
I don't believe you. I read somewhere in a quote that you were going to slow down.
Yeah,
You'll never slow down until the old coffin comes along, will you?
Well, it'll be a slow coffin, and, you know. Or maybe I'll be knocking on it saying, wait a moment, wait a moment.
I'm not finished yet.
I still
This is David Frost for Entertainment Tonight.
Barbara Walters' special, which features interviews with Don Johnson, Eddie Murphy, and Sean Connery, airs tonight on ABC. And speaking of that network, it has announced that it has virtually sold out all of the advertising time for Super Bowl 22. The top rate for a 30-second spot is $650,000. That's a $50,000 increase over last year's top rate for Super Bowl 21. There was some concern that the rates would be lower this year as a result of the football players' strike, but advertisers are betting people will be watching.
Designing Women's Delta Burke guest stars on this week's Simon & Simon. In real life, Burke and Simon co-star Gerald McRaney are a couple, and the romance we hear is heating up. Gene Wolfe has the details. We'll find out how TV togetherness is affecting their love life inside entertainment. Gene.
Well, you know, they started their romance working together 6 months ago when Mac guested on Designing Women. I have videotape evidence.
You inspire me just standing there.
I mean, I never believed for 1 second that I couldn't, if I put my mind to it.
Neither did I. I love it. I just love it. Our timing is almost exactly the same. We, you know, I think we both have the same forms of insanity, which makes it a lot easier to work together.
Thursday night, Gerald and Delta play lovers who reunite with lots of sparks.
This is impossible. It's not going to work.
Praise the Lord. Oh, sir, you have no idea what this means to me. Thank you, Jesus, my search is over.
There's a lot of
Please don't tell me.
fireworks of all kinds when we see each other again, mainly antagonistic. on both our parts.
Delta told me she still can't get over her feelings of jealousy when Gerald, as she puts it, smooches on someone else on TV. Well, the two plan to continue smooching and filming side by side. I've learned that they'll co-produce and co-star in a TV movie for CBS this spring. For those who wonder if this relationship will be long-term, I can tell you, in Hollywood, a TV movie deal constitutes a very serious commitment. Rambo 3 and all the movie excitement have moved to Thailand, but Sylvester Stallone left behind the exercise equipment that he'd brought with him to stay in shape. He donated it all to the U.S. Marines at the American Embassy in Tel Aviv. In America, Stallone is box office king, but in Thailand, he'll meet with the real royal family, and Sly has been coached in Thai customs for the visit. He's had to learn to put his hands together at his forehead and bow slightly. And since one never turns one back on royalty, Sly has also had to practice backing out of the room, bowing at the same time. To make things easier, his aides say they'll make sure he's certain just where the exit is. A good plan for commoners and movie stars. I'm Jean Wolfe, Inside Entertainment.
Now, are there any photos of Stallone backing out of the room?
He hasn't done it yet.
Practicing backing out of the room?
To increase the image, he'll be barefoot, too. He has to take his shoes off.
Oh, this could be great,
Great
stuff.
stuff, Jeannie, yeah.
Get some pictures of that
Thank
and
you.
come back, all right?
When we do come back, you'll find out who the hottest young superstars are.
Senator, have you ever received a bribe or free gift?
Well, I got a free TV stand from Highland. Senator, it's every American's right to make a purchase at Highland and get a free gift on selected items.
Buy this Magnavox VHS video recorder with wireless remote for just $227 and get a free video starter kit.
What does the White House know about these gifts?
Well, sir, the vice president helped me carry it to the car.
Highland, nobody gives you more and nobody sells for less.
Honey, I picked up the new car. I only spent about 12 grand, and you'll love what I got.
You said I'd love the last car, and I never saw it again.
Just come and tell me what you think.
It's gorgeous, Sam, but I'll never get to drive it.
You're right. Because the red one's yours.
For less than the average price of a new car, Sam Smith got 2 new Hyundai Excels. And some nice extras.
One thing.
I know. You want the silver one.
Hyundai. Cars that make sense.
Pineapple, orange, kiwi. Introducing Hood Natural Blenders, a 100% natural blend of fruit juice beverages that taste fresh because natural blenders are kept fresh in your grocer's dairy case with no preservatives, no additives. Also in apple, orange, passion fruit, and cranberry grapefruit. New Hood Natural Blenders. Taste a fresh idea.
Intimate, the uninhibited fragrance from Revlon.
From Athens, Georgia to Athens, Greece, one of the world's big watches is Pulsar, with designs that are the rage in Paris, France, and Paris, Texas, and a price that's as appealing in Glasgow, Kentucky as it is in Glasgow, Scotland, which just goes to show, from Venice, Italy to Venice, California to Venice, Florida, the world knows a great watch when it sees one. Pulsar.
Celebrating a birthday today, actress Kim Basinger is 34. Rocker Greg Allman is 40. Actor John Rubinstein, 41. Flutist James Galway is 48. Comedian Flip Wilson, 54. Actor Maximilian Schell is 57. And singer Sammy Davis Jr. is 62.
In today's People Postscripts, River Phoenix, co-star of Stand By Me, and Lisa Bonet, co-star of Angel Heart, were named this year's Best Young Movie Superstars at the Youth in Film Awards. On the TV side, Kirk Cameron of Growing Pains and Alyssa Milano of Who's the Boss were named this year's Best Young Television Superstars.
Husband and wife acting team Hume Cronin and Jessica Tandy were singled out by the Smithsonian's Museum of American History for their television production of the play Foxfire. The Hallmark presentation is an adaptation of the successful play co-authored by Hume Cronyn that's based on a classroom project initiated by an English teacher in Appalachia. Foxfire has grown from a school assignment into magazines and 9 books, and it's done a great deal to dispel the image of Blue Ridge Mountain people as simple-minded backwoods folk.
Like the Bible says, man is born into trouble, not just to pick on a banjo.
Hector, honey, the Lord forgive me, but sometimes I get a little tired of what the Bible says.
The Cronins presented the Smithsonian with a tape not of the movie, but rather on the origins of the organization.
I find it very inspiring, and I think that here at the Smithsonian is where it should be, in your hands.
Thank you.
It is basically a love story, Foxfire. It's a love story between 3 members of a family, mother, father, and son. But it's also a love story between people and the land.
Foxfire will air Sunday on CBS.
7 years ago, John Lennon was gunned down outside his New York City apartment. Today, with the armed